Hey, I'm Alex Cologne. I just reviewed the Samsung Gear Live and the LG G Watch. They're the two new smartwatches that run Google's new Android Wear operating system. I'm going to show you the differences between the two watches and walk you through some of the features. So right off the bat, you can see that the two watches look pretty different. This is the Gear Live and this is the G Watch. The Gear Live sort of has this metal facade around the display, whereas the G Watch is just straight up plastic with a slightly chunkier bezel. Both have rubber straps. The G Watch is a little more flexible. The Gear Live is more rigid. I'm not a big fan of this sort of dual prong on the back of the Gear Live. I find it harder to close onto your wrist. I do prefer this, which is more like a standard watch strap, but in general, I prefer the design of the Gear Live. One thing that you'll notice is that the Gear Live has a physical button on the side, whereas the G Watch doesn't. The lack of a button is actually really annoying. When the G Watch dies, the only way you actually know that it's dead is that you have to plug it into the charger. You can't actually press a button and try to power it on. So I prefer the fact that the Gear Live has a button. Another thing you'll notice is that on the back of the Gear Live, there's a heart rate monitor. The G Watch does not have a heart rate monitor, which, I mean, not everyone's going to need it, but it also works as a pedometer, so some people will probably want to track their heart rate as well. Since both watches are basically the same, that also means that they both have pretty terrible battery life. They only last for about a day. The G Watch actually has a slightly larger battery, so you might get a little bit more time out of it, but in general, you're going to have to be charging them every night. I think one of the main reasons that people will use this watch is because it delivers all the notifications from your phone to the watch itself. That means you won't need to check your phone when you're looking for a text message or a call or an email. You can also choose what you're receiving on the watch so that you're not getting a notification every 2 seconds. So now I'm going to show you a few things that the watches can do. I have this one paired to a Samsung Galaxy S5. Both of the watches can pair with any device that's running Android 4.3 or later. And to activate it, you could just tap the screen, and you could tap it again, or you can say, "Okay, Google." And that will bring you up to a menu. And here you could cycle through all the list of things that you have available to you. You could tap on them, or if you're going back from the starting screen, you could again just say, "Okay, Google, show me my heart rate." Okay, let's try something else. "Okay, Google, what's the weather like?" So both watches work with the Android Wear app, which you need to download onto your phone. And from there, you can actually download compatible apps that work with the watch. One pretty cool app is Lyft, which is the car service. So if you live in an area that has Lyft, you can actually tell your watch to call a car for you. Another cool app is Pinterest, and that one, it will show you whenever you're nearby something that you've pinned, it will actually send a notification to your watch to let you know that the location is near you. For more info on either watch or to read my full review, check out PCMag.com.